This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPL champions.
The New Shannock Lancers are PIHL Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Francis Monitis works through Ritson. Has a chance. Score!
Off the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Could it get much better than that after a spectacular game between Trinity and Neshannock, with the Hillers picking up the victory 6-5. We go on to our next game here from Hess Ice Rink tonight on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. It's the Carrick Cougars and the Wilmington Greyhounds. Glad to be joined from going behind the computer to going on air. This is the biggest treat that I ever had. It might as well be an early birthday gift, maybe even Valentine's. I don't know. It's Matt Flannery. Glad to be with you on the call for this one, Matt.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Ty. My first time hopping on the headset here in the network. I'm always behind the computer. Dotson calls me producer extraordinaire, and that's all I've done. So you'll have to hold my hand and carry me along the way at this one.
Please, man, you actually played hockey, roller hockey. I just played deck and barely scored. So as far as I'm concerned, you're the expert here. I'm just going to funnel everything to you. But let's talk about this game here tonight. The Wilmington Greyhounds, they've had a really good run after closing out 2025. They're coming into 2026. They're 2-2 so far, one game postponed against McDowell, but still, this is one of the best runs they've ever had. Unfortunately, they couldn't get some help from their fellow county man tonight before their game, but still, this is an opportunity for a program to have, well, a moment that could change them into the future.
Oh, absolutely. And I think the thing with hockey compared to a lot of sports, it's all about when you heat up. You know, you can have a bad start to the year. You can have, not necessarily the best end of the year, but it's all about when you heat up, making sure you're getting that playoff spot, that playoff positioning, and going into those big games with momentum, playing your style of hockey. And that's what we've seen here with Wilmington throughout the year is they've become a significantly better team than we've seen in the past. And I want to say it's, in fact, to the Otto brothers being a couple of huge catalysts. I mean, you've seen them play a time or two. What do you have to say about those two brothers and what they're able to do for this club?
They've been such a huge difference for it. Jacob Otto is the guy that I want to really put a highlight on. Since coming in late in December, he's had 6 goals and 9 points. You think about their monumentous victory over Neshannock just before Christmas. It was a Christmas miracle in a way for them, but it was a lot of his play that carried the pace for Wilmington. He's changed the entire narrative for this squad.
And now, he's all over the ice. I mean, his speed, his whereabouts, his mentality of the game, it transcends, well beyond his age currently.
Yeah. Let's take a look on the other side for the Carrick Cougars. During the co-op with Alderdice, Brashear, Brentwood, Carlinton, West Mifflin, and, of course, good old Steel Valley. I mean, what better than that? But this team is kind of on a downstretch for it. Last in the playoffs in 2024. They've struggled this season. It's a young team. They're looking to fix some things out there and get themselves set for maybe a better 2026-27 season, as they're currently well out of the playoff race.
Yeah, this will be my first time seeing them, so I don't really have too much input. But based off what you're saying, you know, this is an identity year. You know, it's finding out who you are. As long as you don't have that many people graduating and you have a good turnover rate coming into next year, you can put a lot of key things, a lot of good things in motion leading up to that point. Get that conditioning in over the summer, get those extra trainings in, you know, make sure you're getting out there with your teammates and just building that chemistry, no matter if it's, you know, even in the streets, like you said, playing some street hockey or something. You know, as long as you could do that over time, coming into next year, there's no reason why they're not, you know, going to be primed to be in a better position.
Their leading scorer this season is Ethan Semenov. He has 7 goals and 19 points on the year. 1 shorthanded. He hopes to be a part of a great future for, again, this Carrick team. Last in the playoffs in 2024. They've lost in the first round 4 of their last 5 years, and we're not too far away from, well, one of the glory years in the mid-2000s with this Carrick team in which they made 3 consecutive D2 finals. They came up short in all 3 of them, but still, this is a program that has a lot of history on its side. They're looking to get back to those great days very soon, much like this Wilmington team. And if you remember, a few years ago, we were very close to having an all Lawrence County D2 final.
And I can see why we signed a waiver to stand up here, as a puck probably went 2 inches from my face if Dot the mathematician was able to get the protractor out and see the angle of that. So I think we maybe want to take a step aside, go to break.
Yeah,
here.
Let's go to break, and let's not have a cuss word come out on air after that. Coming up next, it's the opening face-off, and we still have all of our faculties together. It's the Greyhounds. It's the Cougars. Hallelujah, nothing hit us on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
And we're underway here from Hess Ice Rink as it's the Carrick Cougars and the Wilmington Greyhounds. Wilmington won the face-off, and they look to control it from here. Finn McGrail rings it around the boards, collected by Dmitry Valchev. And Valchev will swing it back around, held in by Wilmington. Up in the high slot, McGrail near the blue line. Crossover move. Now moving in for that. That shot going wide. Looks to be a new player for Wilmington, number 84. That shot low, save made on the shot by Beckett Miller, and it's cleared down. Goes past Patterson for an icing, and we'll take a look at the goaltenders on both sides. In goal for Wilmington is Craig Patterson. The senior is 2-3 this season with a 5.44 goals against average, 846 save percentage. On the other side, Reed Richardson, the senior, in goal for Carrick. He's 2-9-1 with a 5.15 goals against average and an 862 save percentage. Puck held in by the Greyhounds off the back of Ryan Miller. Looking to move it up the boards. Sandwich is Landon Jeffrey. Puck stays in once again for Wilmington. Jeffrey has it. Tried to backhand it up the boards. Held once again. Waylon Palumbo sends it around. Big hit coming from Carter Kraus. And Jeffrey will backhand it right on to Patterson as he punches it into the far corner. Big hit by Miller. Semenov looking to control it. And a puck back to neutral ice. Here's Hunter Perhack. Slips one for Jeffrey. Going down the half wall, tried to backhand it. Found a way to a man. But no touch to it. Somers has it. Swings it up. And here comes Brody Young. Young pushes it into the zone. Palumbo looking for a centering pass. Has another chance. That shot going off the back of the net.
Yeah, good zone pressure here for the Greyhounds. Very, very little time outside of the zone for Carrick on their DN. Looks like we'll have a hand pass.
Yep, hand pass. It'll go into neutral ice.
But this is the style that you want to come out playing if you're Wilmington. You want to come out fast. You want to come out hot and heavy on the puck. You want to make sure this team is on their heels. Yeah, they might be in last place in the standings, but the game of hockey, it's anyone's game, Ty. So you don't want to give up that first goal because that can change the entire mentality of things.
Over 2 minutes played here as Carrick has the controls. Good move made by Jake Buckholz, but he couldn't get up towards the red line. DiNardo has it, one of the Union Scotties representing the Greyhounds. Had it taken away from him, shot wide, and it comes from Jeremy Johnson. Up the boards, Ethan Somers has it. Somers, a crossover move to the middle. His shot goes high off the glass.
Just a little bit down, and that's in. It had the eyes for the net, but just a little high on the shot.
Carrick controls. Push it down the right side. And that puck goes wide for icing by Buckholz.
Yeah, if you're Carrick, you kind of just want to be able to use that to try to deflate the Wilmington Greyhounds right now. Try to take a little bit of air out of the tires. Try to slow them down. Get your team on the same page. Make sure you're doing those things right.
Left circle face-off, won by Carrick, controlled by Wilmington. First shot that goes wide. Puck up the half wall, looking to make the move to the middle. There's Carrick, and Miller could not move that one forward from there. Under pressure, Roy Inchowski had his clearance blocked, now controlling Wilmington. At the point, and it goes away from the man, Brandon Gurman. We'll have to slide it back. And it's one of the autos that has 84 on their jersey. I assume that's going to be Jacob Otto that has that, as he's listed as 64 on here, but he has wear 27.
Yeah, number 2 on defense for the Otter brothers. So yeah, Jacob would be the offenseman on that.
Maybe that one might be Alex Otto. Of course, jerseys change all the time here. I remember at one point, both of the Otto brothers had a jersey that had previous names on it with a strip of white tape on the back.
A little makeshift name bar that way you don't get the names mixed up and throw any incorrect stats on the score sheet.
Palumbo's shot off a shin pad and then goes up into the metal stanchions.
And that's one thing about this barn compared to a lot of other ice hockey rinks is the ceiling, especially with the way it's pitched. I feel like you get a little bit more interaction compared to most rinks. I mean, you've seen some of the rinks down in Pittsburgh, Ice Castle, Kenton Castle, Shannon, places like that. You don't seem to quite have that down there as much, do you?
Yeah, this is a natural barn right up here.
Well, this used to be outdoors. It used to not even have a roof, so we wouldn't have even had that issue had that if that was still the case.
Oh, so it's a barn you're telling me. Centering pass right in front, broken up. Cougars have it. Intercepted Popovich. Puts it on for Rogers. That shot jammed at and in. Wilmington on the board on the stuff attempt, and they lead the Cougars 1-0.
Hey, those cliches, they ring true for a reason. Get pucks to the net, get bodies to the net, a couple pokes at that loose puck and it's in. It doesn't matter how pretty it is. They all count the same on the scoreboard, Ty.
Brody Young picking up that goal on the stuff attempt right on Reed Richardson.
And knowing Scott McKee, the coach for this Wilmington Greyhounds team, the player that he was and is, he was always one to play to the whistle. I've had some great matches against him back in the day in roller hockey, so I'm sure he's, ringing that sense to these guys in their ears.
Owen Gatos has it. Has advanced intercepted. Up the wall, Alex Otto. Actually, maybe it might be Jacob. He's listed as a defender, so we're trying to figure out that as we roll.
Well, the hardest part is, names aside being the same, it's the skating, the posture, dang near everything that you're seeing between these two. It's just one lines up on O, one lines up on defense.
Yeah, but it helps out easily if you have a identifier right there, so that's one thing that helps us. Here's Buckholz going down the wing, canceled out, and back at the neutral ice, looking to make the move in. And Landon Jeffrey, the big man, has it. Cycles past one, gets to the middle. His shot, save made by Patterson. Rebound cleared into the corner.
Oh, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack almost put that in the back of the goal.
Ty Tomac, and meanwhile we have some jostling back behind the play. And it looks like it'll be an even up situation on a penalty. So that'll be Otto going alongside Miller, and that's Jacob Otto that'll be guilty of that. That'll be roughings, coincidental. And as in PIHL hockey, we stay at 5-on-5, even with coincidentals. Brody Young, our first scorer, 1-0 Wilmington. At the left point, Greyhounds trying to keep it. Gurman shuffles it out. And now here's Alex Otto playing a defensive role here. So the confusion continues.
I don't think I'll get it right by the end of the game.
Beckett Miller. We're up in our ivory tower here that nearly got dinged during the pregame. Slap shot going wide by Hagan. Ricochets out, and here comes Alex Otto. Otto on the backhand, swings one right in front, sticked aside by Richardson. At the point, that puck deflected off a shot from Evan DiNardo. Big hit by Hagan, and we got a penalty coming up. Patterson to the bench, extra skater on, but there's a touch-up by Carrick, and it'll be a first power play opportunity for Wilmington today.
Trying to see here what the referee's about to signal.
Put a fist up. That's really all I could see out of that, but regardless.
I would have to think it's more of a roughing call. It seemed to be a late hit on play after the puck was out of the area.
Wilmington 18% on the power play this season, 10th in D2. They'll go to work. That shot by DiNardo goes high and out of play off the deflection.
And one lucky fan from Saskatchewan is going home with a souvenir.
Is that a reference?
I'd have to imagine so. I just don't know from who. I don't know if it's a Langism, a Don Cherryism.
On the other side for Carrick, they've killed 37 of 52. They have the second most penalties against by a team in D2. That puck ricochets and twines around into netting.
I mean, if you don't have the street cred, what's the sense of the goals? You got to be able to walk around with your head and chest up high, making sure no one's taking any runs at you.
Alex Rogers on the face-off. DiNardo battling for it, swung around the boards, and could not be held in by Young.
I mean, we were talking about it earlier with Crosby in his rookie year having over 100 points and over 100 penalty minutes simultaneously.
And he never did that again. After that, he wasn't. Those were more also unsportsmanlike, I have to imagine, at times, but comes with the territory. Alex Otto has it. Takes it through center ice, And takes a shot that was blocked. Banked off the boards. Carrick looking to recover. And the puck controlled by Evan DiNardo. Bops one forward. He was looking for a man. Couldn't find him, and now Otto has it once again.
45 seconds left on the power play there for him.
His shot stopped by Richardson and cleared down. And that was an inadvertent whistle.
Yeah, you see the ref there patting his chest. He knows he made the mistake on that. There shouldn't have been an icing call given the man down situation for Carrick on the penalty there. So he'll make his apologies. It happens to the best of us. We're all human.
It'll be a center ice face-off. 8 minutes played here in the first.
Where's Lee Moan whenever you need the PIAA? Well, I guess it's not a PIAA.
This is USA hockey,
sport, but still
mid-am hockey.
If you think you could do a better job, reach out and try to see if you can pass the officiating test.
Well, I have to learn how to skate for that one, so that's not going to happen. McGrail's shot deflected, battled around. Somers couldn't get it, held in by Gurman.
McGrail's another one of those players that needs to have a big game for this team. We mentioned the Otter brothers, but McGrail, the hometown kid.
Not stopped by Reed Richardson. And a whistle and a face-off. Three Richardsons in goal for Carrick. You have Nora and Link, both freshmen, and then you have Reed, the senior, for Carrick. That shot off the face-off save made by Richardson. Puck pushed in front. That deflects. Penalty time up. We're back to even strength as Hagan will head back to the bench.
Just in time, too. That way you don't have to wait for the whistle to come out.
So the face-off stays in the Wilmington zone, and most of this game has been played in the attacking zone for the Greyhounds. Puck back in there by Pitzer, and it's back to neutral ice. Waylon Palumbo settles it, moves it, and here's Anthony Popovich. Popovich steps in, can't bend his way to the middle, and the puck is held on by Richardson. Popovich did attempt the jam attempt there.
Yeah, these Wilmington Greyhounds, they are not giving them any breath in their defensive zone for Carrick. Anytime the puck is loose, it is a complete smother fest, making sure that they're not able to breathe, have no comfortability in that defensive end.
We played over 10 minutes here from Hess Ice Rink, 1-0 Wilmington, in a battle between two teams in the bottom half of the standings here in D2 Blue. Wilmington on the outside in 5th place. Carrick currently in 6th. That shot saved and then directed into the corner on good defensive play by the Cougars. A 7-team division. Swickley currently at the bottom of it. Carrick right over them, and then in 5th, Wilmington. In playoff position after an overtime victory is Trinity. Then, with 10 wins apiece, is Ringgold, Borough, and Neshannock. So Trinity joins into the fray there with an opportunity to see if they can get to the top of blue. That shot went through a man wide by Jeffrey.
Good play there by Wilmington to make sure they avoid the too many men call.
Alex Rogers fishes it to the front. Could not be handled in the slot. DiNardo directs it on goal, and up into the netting on the save is Richardson.
Yeah, take a look here on the LCAP instant replay. Just a nice feed attempt out front. Puck bounces around. You're able to get the shot on goal with some traffic, making sure the goalie doesn't have comfortable sight of it, and just good rebound control, making sure it's out up and out.
11:08 played here from Hess Ice Rink. Wilmington off the draw. Rogers shot, save made by Richardson. The play develops slowly, and that's where Richardson hangs on from there.
Again, and with the old adages, legs feed the wolf. These boys are hungry. They're getting after it for Wilmington.
At the point, face-off controlled by Wilmington. DiNardo's shot, I don't think it got through. It hit off of Rogers. Puck controlled. Young has it. Gets into the slot. His shot, save made by Richardson. Puck pushed towards the front on the backhander, whistled wide. Wilmington with another good shift. Popovich's shot absorbed by Richardson.
If you're Carrick, I think you got to start to simplify your game in your defensive end. They're seeming to do a little bit of chasing. They're giving Wilmington just that extra little space, that step or two, getting into the slot, getting into those high danger scoring areas. Make sure, you know, if Wilmington is going to take a shot, let them take that shot from outside. Don't pressure them too far out there.
At the point, German controls it, sends it down low. Beckett Miller. Miller trying to sneak out from the left side on the goal. Canceled out by Carrick. Miller has it again. Centering pass. And unable to get to it is Alex Otto as it's hung on to by Richardson. It's a shooting gallery so far for Wilmington as the shots are 18-2 in favor of the Greyhounds.
And to only be a one-goal contest right now, you take that if you're Carrick.
The one thing about this for this Wilmington team, they've struggled even against the lower side of it. Against Swickley Academy, they actually went out of the first period down 2-1 before they were able to pick up a 4-2 victory. On the other side for Carrick, they were demolished by Central Valley 12-3. McGrail has it through neutral ice. Will dump it into the corner. First to it is Alex Otto. Miller looking to keep it, and it's back to neutral ice once more. Puck deflects into the feet of Miller. Otto pushes it forward, has it again. His shot off the side of the cage, recovered it, trying to cycle it out in front.
Goalie's helmet comes off.
Yeah, and you got to stop it after that. So Richardson might have had a strap undone there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a heavy shot off the mask of Richardson. I don't know if we have the replay on that. You just see that thing just up and out as soon as it makes contact. His head kind of, you know, shook a little bit after, it seemed like, so you almost thought, I don't know if he was physically feeling it or if there's something wrong with the mask, but you knew something was wrong right away.
Well, he probably smells burnt rubber. That's the old saying.
Well, it looks like he's getting himself resuited on the helmet issue, so hopefully that's not the case here.
Well, you know the old saying, no one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Gage Campbell on the face-off as I am going straight to the unemployment line after that reference. Good thing James is on camera.
Well, you wouldn't be the first one unemployed today because apparently Ashley Pistachio was terminated per Dotson earlier in a text message. We'll have to get some
No one
insight
is
on
terminated here at Lawrence County SportsNet. Right? I don't know how things go. Here's an intercept. Semenoff looking for Miller. Puck stays inside the zone as Gatos left it behind him, but luckily he picked up. Here's Ty Tomac. Got a good first name. Campbell sends it around. Gatos tries to center it. Had it stopped by Carrick, and now they'll move it up. Here comes big Landon Jeffrey as he shuffles his way to the middle. Gets around Palumbo, goes in on goal, and scores!
The silky mitts on the stature of that man. I got to call him a man with just how big he is compared to the rest of these players out here.
Puts it over the right shoulder of Patterson, and just like that, on only their third shot of the game, Carrick has tied it at one apiece.
To go coast to coast like that with the finesse that he was able to, that's the definition of a power forward right there.
Drip in with finesse. Landon Jeffrey ties us at one. Here comes Popovich trying to split the defense. Has it rolling on a wheel. Centers a pass in front. Stopped by Carrick. Maybe that'll give these Cougars a little bit of belief
And especially with under 4 minutes left to go here in the first frame, the first period.
Young makes a move and a good poke check by Richardson. Gurman up top. That gets through. Backhander by Rogers. Save made by Richardson. 3:25 remaining in the first. We're tied at 1 apiece. And I don't think Wilmington wanted that. I do apologize for a little bit of camera stuff right here. Didn't miss much here on Lawrence County SportsNet. Alongside Matt Flannery, I'm Ty Polk. Gurman trying to move up the boards. Turn back. Young has it for Wilmington. Popovich can't find the pass. It goes to length for icing. 2:54 remaining in the first.
Shots 20-3 in favor of the Greyhounds. So again, like you said, if you're Carrick, you're thrilled to be where you're at right now, and you got to make that push to get to the intermission, making sure you don't let up another one at this point.
Don't think you want to have a deficit against this team. It's nothing against Carrick, but you can see the skill with Wilmington and how much pressure they put there. I think that would be almost akin as a loss for the Greyhounds, even with their playoff chances taking a big time hurting with our game earlier today. In case you missed the earlier contest, 6-5 in overtime, Trinity defeats Neshannock. They pick up the extra point, and they are able to keep something there. Save made on a shot by Semenoff as Carrick continues to cycle. Palumbo moves it up the boards, looking for Alex Otto. Kept in by Carrick. And they look to put a dent on the shot chart. It's just 20-4 in favor of Wilmington. Palumbo takes a big hammer from Jeffrey, the Carrick goal scorer.
I think that's exactly what you need right now if you're Carrick. You got to get some bodies on these Greyhounds as they're zipping around the ice, try to slow them down.
Semenoff draws the penalty.
Believe it'll be a high stick there on the delayed call.
Ichanowski at the point.
No
Sends
possession.
it for Jeffrey. No possession. He's going to work his way to the front and fired it high over the netting. And now McGrail will touch up, and Wilmington will head on the penalty kill.
I stand corrected. It looked like he made a hooking motion. I thought he might have caught him up a little higher towards the head and helmet area.
He definitely made a motion in which the stick caught him somewhere. So hooking, high sticking, regardless, it's all the same. A 2-minute minor on Wilmington. So now here comes the chance for Carrick. They are 12 for 51 on the power play, nearing 19% this season. Wilmington has killed 35 of 45, nearing 78%. That's 7th as we're on the red zone power play. Max Hagan has it, cycles his way to the middle. Up top, the shot by Miller is blocked off the shin pads of Brody Young. And back into the defensive zone goes Carrick, and now we'll try to move up. Miller ridden off the puck, and it forces an offside. And you get to see that you jackknife right into the defender, and that forces an offside.
Makes it a little hard to come back across the blue line in that type of situation when you're getting a little pushing and shoving going along the wall there.
Minute 20 remaining here in the first period. We're tied at 1 apiece. Brody Young and Landon Jeffrey, the goal scorers. Young for Wilmington, Jeffrey for Carrick. Buckholz moves it up the left side. Slashing through, Ethan Semenoff lost the handle. Jeffries will regather for him.
Under a minute to go
there.
here.
Yep, last minute of play. Trying to work his way free is Semenoff, and he faced a hound. A couple hounds there, a pack of Greyhounds on the way. That puck dumped down. 50 seconds remaining on the penalty to McGrail.
And if we don't have a score, we'll have 8 seconds crossover at the start of the second period.
Yep, no ice cut, so we'll go right back to live action for you. Jeffrey softly puts one into the zone, but no one there. 20 seconds remaining here in the first. Semenoff tried to shake one through, reverses one back at the point. Buckholz one more time on the right point. Slap shot, redirected and nearly fooled Patterson anyway. And we wrapped up our first period of play after Anthony Popovich pops one on Gavin Jones to wrap up the period. Shots 20-5 in favor of the Greyhounds, but we're tied at 1 apiece as we played one on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Teams switch sides as we're back to even strength here from Hess Ice Rink. We're tied at 1 apiece. Carrick in the navy blue with gold numerals attacking. That shot goes wide behind the net. Trying to keep the pressure is Carrick, and now here comes Wilmington. Young has a chance. He goes one-on-one with Kraus. Save made by Richardson. And cleared aside on the poke check. Jeffrey sends this one down the length of the ice for icing. As we see one of the players from Steel Valley, Carter Kraus, on that shot.
Textbook style coming into the zone. You get the legs moving, you get the shot on net. You know it's not going to be the most quality, but you know there's going to be a rebound. He skates through and almost gets the attempt. It just happened to be a bouncing puck that rolls over his stick, and he's not able to follow through on the second.
Carrick in the navy blue with gold numerals will go near to far on the attack and far to near for Wilmington in the home white with maize and blue stripes. Miller has it in the office. It's Nowski, first one to him. Battle right in the paint, and Kraus cleared away, and he'll move it up the right side. DiNardo has it for Wilmington. Banks one off the glass, off the hands of McGrail, and controlled by Beckett Miller as he tried to cross over into the zone. Not a 1-4 by Carrick in their neutral zone defense, but still able to hold up Wilmington for the moment. McGrail slides past the man. Centering pass, looking for Otto, and he couldn't get the shot away.
Almost going for that Crosby S down to 1 knee stature shot.
McGrail puts punishment on Gavin Jones of Carrick. Banker off the glass. Kraus can control it. Here comes Sommers. Save made by Richardson. He hangs on.
And it looks like that they've done that a million times with the way it played out so flawlessly there. The only thing that goes wrong is just the puck doesn't go in the net for them.
Really couldn't, the way his momentum was going, he probably couldn't make a move in that situation unless he tried to one-hand it through there, but there was a guy right behind him.
The old Forsberg style.
Yes. Jones canceled out. And here's Ethan Somers. Otto punches it back to neutral ice. Max Hagan sends it in as he dumps it from his own red line. Somers trying to make a move. Gatos with some help. Back to neutral ice. Here's Jacob Otto. Backhands it into the zone. The Ottos are going to have me in trouble with how many number changes they've made this season. It comes with the territory.
That's why I could never do it. I can barely do the color commentary, as you guys are able to tell.
Now you've put together vibrant expressions there. Otto's shot goes high off the glass, and a stick is lost in the process.
Boy, the physicality in this game is definitely starting to pick up here in this second frame, Tyler.
Yes, it is. Ethan Somers in the slot, shot wide off the glass. Somers chops at it. At the point, Jacob Otto. Otto harassed at it. Shot hit off of Buckholz. Somers takes it wide as he picked it up right off the man who blocked it. Anthony Popovich swings his way out high. The shot. And what's the whistle there?
It'll be for number 81. I believe that's Tomac. Entered the crease on the play.
Wow.
Crease violation. So I don't believe
that's a rare call.
Yeah, typically, there's a lot of pushing and shoving, so, they understand that, the defensemen are probably pushing in that forward into the crease and the goalie there, but it was deemed that he did it more on his own accord.
Somewhere there's some people from Buffalo going, oh, now you want to call crease violation.
Punching their steering wheel.
Yes. I've known heartbreak in Pittsburgh sports, but never like Buffalo. Never, ever. Ichnowski has it.
Delayed offsides for Wilmington.
Wilmington has to touch up. Now they do. Up the right side, Miller can only get a touch to it. Rogers makes a move to the middle. No one to help him. Jeffrey banks one off the boards, and the big man tries to roll into the zone off the right wing. Showcase silky mitts on the game-tying goal.
Almost like a Rick Nash, if I had to give him a resemblance.
Remember what he did against Phoenix?
Going right between two players, between his legs, in and out. I can't. My head was on a swivel trying to watch that highlight reel.
I think I watched that highlight at least 500 times after that happened. Perhack sends one down low as Carrick trying to get some extended zone time. Overtaken by the Greyhounds, and they lob one forward. Good recognition by Richardson as he denied Rogers. Play continues with Popovich. Makes a move, trying to jam one right with minimal space on that play. Brody Young trying to win it past Ichnowski. Here comes Jeffrey for Carrick. Banks it off the boards, didn't have enough geometry to it, and it's dumped in by Pitzer. Ichnowski reverses it and finds his man, Ethan Semenoff. Tries to work his way out to the front, and he has some help from Theos Walchep. Puck goes into the bench off of Gurman's clear, and it will be a face-off.
It appears we're not the only non-players who are in fear of projectiles being shot out of the rink.
Yeah, Jacob Walzer, he had an 18-carat run of good luck because that only went off his hoodie. I'm sure he's had to deal with comebackers in his baseball career, but that's a little bit different. Hagen's shot denied by Patterson. And now here comes the breakaway and a chance. Alex Otto centers a pass, score! Finn McGrail with the finisher, and Wilmington back in front, 2-1.
Looking like he's just in his office, like it's a natural thing for him to do from right there. To get the goalie moving side to side like that, it's going to make his life 10 times more difficult. So that's huge to be able to try to get those pucks in the back of the net.
We'll see what Otto picks up the assist on the board and see if I have the right one today. At the point, making a move, Jacob Otto steps inside the zone. Kraus with the block right in front in the slot. kept in by DiNardo. Otto once more. At the half wall, Miller shot off the mask of Richardson in the feet of the man Alex Otto in the slot. He has another chance. No burial attempt for Beckett Miller. Had a wide open side of the cage, but he couldn't get it. McGrail takes it behind the net. Oh, he runs right through Hunter Perhack, and Perhack able to take a shot back to it. Off the backhander, Miller in the crease, and another crease violation.
I was going to say, the goaltender didn't even know where the puck was at, up and over him, right to left. He's looking one way, the puck's going the other.
Also to net off its moorings in that situation.
And you guys spoke about the moorings there earlier. They're kind of easy to come off given that they're more of a peg style, so they're not sunken that deep into the ice, probably to help prevent any issues like you've seen with Steven Stamkos, players like that in the NHL going crashing into the net.
Also no Henrik Lundqvist situations where he just straight up throws it the net after a frustrating playoff round against the Penguins. On the regather, Ethan Sommers tried to center it, couldn't find the man. Tomac puts a muscle into Buckholz. At the point, that shot high coming from Waylon Palumbo. Behind the net, Sommers with Tomac trying to bank it off the boards. Can't get by Buckholz. He perseveres. One more time. Palumbo off the post. Sommers.
I believe our GM put his hand up out of fear that we were going to have another projectile come our way.
Well, James Dotson knows all about math. It's like a 1 in 1,000 chance. I think he'll be fine. That shot save made by Richardson on the chance from Tomac. Ethan Sommers hitting that post, not Palumbo. He's wearing 33. Meanwhile, Palumbo lost his stick. He's trying to pick it up. Sidestepped by Henry Simcox. And now here's Palumbo banking up the boards for Young. 2-on-1 opportunity. That shot blocked by Buckholz on Campbell's try. Hagan looking for the control, trying to bank it away from Young. They battle for it. Young right in the corner, right in front of us. Looking for the centering pass. Finds a man in Popovich, and that shot went wide. Popovich pulls it out to the middle. Poked away by Jones. Tomac still has it for Wilmington.
And if you're Carrick, the writing is on the wall as to what Wilmington is doing. They're getting to that slot no matter what. They're force-feeding that slot, throwing it in the meat grinder, and getting those high percentage chances. If you're Carrick, you have to recognize that, be able to stop the bleeding and make sure the deficit doesn't grow at this point of the game.
8:40 remaining, moving in, centering pass. Looking for Rogers was Gurman. That puck sent back by DiNardo, and it's held up against the post by Richardson.
That was good seal on the post there with his foot because I think he thought he had it covered with the glove, but then once he picked it up, it didn't seem like it was quite there. It was more stuffed into his toe, so if there's any bit of a gap, that could have squeezed in, but good on him to hold that post there.
Ichnowski moves it up for Miller. Held in by Pitzer. On the backhand, moving it forward for Jeffrey. His shot goes high into the netting, over the netting actually, and into the crowd.
And we have some good sportsmanship as the Wilmington player's helmet comes off, and Carrick is kind enough to help him get it back. No harm, no foul on the play there.
So here's the situation. It was Jacob Otto on that play. So Jacob Otto picks up the assist. So he's wearing 84, and Alex Otto is wearing 2. So we finally got that figured out.
Just over the halfway point of the game, so could have been longer, could have been quicker though.
Yes. Rogers sends it forward. Here's Young. Perhack going back, centering pass. Popovich, save made by Richardson, and he freezes it.
number 47 for Carrick there. I think just getting the slightest amount of stick on that just to make sure it didn't get to the Wilmington player in time. The goalie had enough time to be able to get over.
Young goes forward on the face-off, looking for Popovich in the slot. Semenoff moves it for Miller, and Carrick looking to take it out of the zone. Second effort works out for them as it's back to neutral ice. Rogers pushes one. Young shot into the glove of Richardson.
Richardson playing a stellar game. I mean, we've talked about the shot totals, and at this point of the game, they're getting outshot 30-7. To be down only just one goal in a 2-1 contest here, 7:38 remaining. I mean, he's standing on his head right now. He's doing everything he needs to. He just needs a little, help from his supporting cast and defensive end. If they just need to get another goal or two, and this game could possibly be theirs.
That one off the side of the post. Shot came from DiNardo. He has it again. Plays catch with Miller. Bounces it down the boards. Perrak can't get to it. McGrail has it. He's ridden off the puck by Ichnowski. Jeffrey can't have it in his feet. Ichnowski blew a tire. Here comes McGrail. This pass trying to center it. Perhack with the good defense, and it goes right to Richardson.
Yeah, and I think they're picking up on trying to protect that slot. They're getting down, they're getting their bodies down, taking a lot of space away from those passing lanes. They're forcing Wilmington. If they want to make that clean pass, they're going to have to get it up and off the ground, which is going to make the reception 10 times harder. You want to make sure that you keep it nice and clean and flat on the ice, and Carrick is preventing that pretty well as of late.
Under 7 minutes remaining. That's the second time, as earlier it was Perhack that also had the stick down to deny any pass. You had to saucer it if you wanted that chance.
And with the ice not getting that cut in the intermission, it's a lot choppier, and it's not going to lay, and it's going to bounce a lot more. It's not going to lay as flat.
Hagan sends it up towards the red line. Pass goes to Wilmington. Up against the boards. DiNardo sandwiched. Has two other Greyhounds with him. First to it is Jacob Otto. DiNardo pokes it up the wall. McGrail. He reverses it. Otto wants to make the move. And the pass going forward, but good recovery by Hagan. Dmitry Valchev on his backhand. Save made by Patterson. Went up towards the slot. Controlled by Wilmington. And that puck goes into the bench of Carrick. 5:48 remaining in the second. 2-1 Wilmington. Greyhounds currently in 5th place in PIHL D2 Blue. Trying to keep pace in a race, but time's running out, and they needed some help earlier tonight. They didn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, what an electric game, though, to be able to, have Neshannock overcome a 3-goal deficit, force overtime. There's nothing more than you want in a game. Being locals, we probably prefer Neshannock to win, but at the end of the day, that was still an electric and fun game to watch, no matter whose side that you were on.
Yeah, plus everything going on with that game, that likely takes Wilmington out of the race. Can't really do the mathematical equations right now in your head, but
if you're Dotson, you probably could, but he would need the numbers supplied to him at the moment since his hands are full.
Tomac sidesteps a man. Pass taken by Miller, and here comes Kraus. Kraus dumps it in. Jeffrey, first one to the puck for Carrick. Munched up in the corner. Takes it behind the net. Kraus keeping it in as he pinches, throws it on goal. Patterson, and then the rebound is banked in. It's Ryan Miller picking up the goal, and Carrick once again has tied it at 2 apiece with 4:41 remaining in the second.
Yeah, something that they're just itching and clawing at the end of these periods to keep it a tie game, keep it within one goal, doing everything they can to make sure the opposition isn't pulling away and getting out of their reach. You know, you want to be able to see them get on top of Wilmington a little bit sooner, a little bit earlier, but still, given the position that they've put themselves in a couple of times here, they are doing well.
Alex Otto has it as Carrick has tied it up again. Miller with the last goal. Young, open pass. Rogers turns back, finds Popovich. Save made by Richardson, and it's battled into the near corner. Hagen nearly caused a ruckus right in front, but Richardson's able to gobble and hold on from there. 4:17 remaining in the second.
The angelic 2-2-2 tied at 2 in the second period.
So Deuce is wild.
Go Fish.
I don't know that game either. Palumbo can't make the move to the middle. Otto has it. Puck up the wall and towards the middle, knocked down as the man, Gavin Jones. Rattled around for Rogers as he holds in for Wilmington. Centering pass, save made on Young. Loose in the slot. That one pinballed away from Popovich's shot.
It's unfortunate his stick was tied the way it was because he would have had an easy one off of that attempt.
Palumbo at neutral ice. Young sachets it into the zone, but it's off sides. Perhack gathers for Jones on that pass. Intercepted Rogers. Wilmington back on the attack. Centering pass for Young. Broken up by Perhack. And that puck is fished down the length for icing with 3:19 remaining in the second. Face off, controlled by Carrick. Semenoff pushed it up the wall. Up the right side, Miller can't move it any more further. Has to be reversed by Jacob Buckholt. Landed Jeffrey. We'll put it back to neutral ice. DiNardo has it gained a blue line, but that's it. Ichnowski has it. Up the right side for Semenoff. Puck taken in the slot by Miller. But nothing doing from there. Buckholes right side, Semenoff. Good shoulder by DiNardo. Denying that pass for Ethan Semenoff. Now Wilmington trying to exit the zone. Jeffrey keeps it in for Carrick. Off the wall. Ichnowski can't control and it has to go back to neutral ice. To the middle, Semenoff has it again. McGrail controls. Half slapper. Redirected, but a save made by Richardson. Up at the point. Jeffrey saves the boards and then banks it off of them. And that puck flips into the scorer's area and play stopped with under 2 minutes remaining in the second.
I think we're starting to see the ice kind of level out here between these two teams in regards to rushes and opportunities. I think the one thing, though, that Carrick needs to do is get some bodies to the net on their rush attempts. They're staying and hanging a little bit farther outside. One thing they can learn from Wilmington in those attempts is how they're getting into the slot, getting into that middle area in front of the goaltender. That could be a huge difference maker for them in this game.
Alex Otto sends it up. Tomac finds Sommers. Save made on a stick shot by Richardson. Hagen has it for Carrick. Chases it into the zone. Worked up. And here comes Alex Otto. Otto to the middle. Save made into the equipment of Richardson, and he absorbs it from there. There you get to see Otto able to get towards the slot. Good challenge by Richardson right at the top of the crease.
Yeah, no, I mean, you want to come out and stand tall on those shots, take up as much goal and take up as much space as you can away, so that way there's no open area, and if anything, you try to get that rebound and flush it away to the side or get it in your glove.
Popovich pooches it into the far corner. He controls, can't get to the middle. Good defense by Carrick as they again collapse on Wilmington trying to advance into the slot. Otto to Popovich. Lead pass, Rogers too far ahead. Tried to center it. Young has it, and he scores. Rogers with the assist. It missed one Greyhound, but it didn't miss the second, and now they're back in front 3-2 with 50 seconds remaining in the second.
They've been doing it all game, and it's been working out for them in regards to getting those chances and getting those opportunities. And there's exactly why they're up here 3-2 in this contest, is because they've had a plethora of just not the goal chance or shots on goal, but of high quality chances out of 34 shots here to 11.
Massive differences in shots, but still, it's still a one-shot game for Carrick. Miller sidesteps a man, takes a shot, save made by Patterson. I don't think he knew where it was. Perhack has it left point. Wanted to push it back into the zone. It's controlled by McGrail. Trying to sidewind Perhack. Has it behind the net. He turns on the Jets. 21 seconds remaining. He lost the tire too. Jacob Otto works it into the corner. McGrail to the point. Gurman lost the handle, and here comes Jeffrey with some help from Miller. 4 seconds remaining. He's got to throw it on, but he can't get any proper pass or shot away as that wraps up the second period. Wilmington in a battle with Carrick. Shots are 34-12 in favor of the Greyhounds, and they lead by 1. Wilmington 3, Carrick 2. We'll take a break. We'll have some intermission stats and get you ready for the third period. You're watching PIHL High School Hockey on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as our LCAP Team of the Month for making the WPIHL semifinals and qualifying for the state championships, both for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Welcome back to the UPMC halftime show, actually intermission report rather. 3-2 Wilmington after 2 periods of play. Shots are 34-12 in favor of the Greyhounds, and we'll give you the scoring summary. It's the Creative Edge scoring recap, and with 4:28 played in the first, Brody Young with the assist to Alex Rogers and Anthony Popovich get Wilmington on the board first. And at the 12:49 mark in the first, Landon Jeffrey with a potential Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award as he picked up the goal with a beautiful set of moves showcased by the big man. That assist for Ethan Seminoff. And we end the first period at 1 apiece. In the second, Wilmington back on the board at the 5:28 mark. Finn McGrail, even strength with Jacob Otto and Evan DiNardo. And then at the 12:19 mark, Carrick ties it again with Ryan Miller, the assist to Carter Krause and Landon Jeffrey. Then the final goal of the period. This is also listed at the 12:19 mark, but that was a little bit later after that. Brody Young with the goal. Assist to Alex Rogers and Anthony Popovich, and that's your scoring here for this first 2 periods of play, 3-2 Wilmington.
And given what you hear, Tyler, especially with those shot opportunities in favor of Wilmington, as big of a differential as they are, you expect to hear a bigger difference in the score as well. So, I mean, kudos to Carrick for sticking to him, making small adjustments throughout this game, making sure that margin hasn't gotten any bit bigger than a 1-goal margin. I mean, it's been back and forth scoring all game in these 5 goals, starting with Wilmington, boom, 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 boom. They just need to focus on, again, collapsing a little bit more on D, making sure they're forcing Wilmington to the outside, making sure that they're getting lower quality scoring opportunities rather than those highest quality scoring opportunities that they're getting plethora of them in the slot. Their goalie is standing on his head. They just got to give him a little bit more help on that back end and translate it going the other way into the offensive end.
So let's give you the goaltender report as well. Craig Patterson has made 10 saves on 12 shots tonight. He has a save percentage of 83.3%. Reed Richardson has been busy through 2 periods as he's faced 34 shots and made 31 saves. He has a save percentage of 91. Fantastic period for Richardson, especially being under siege against this Wilmington attack.
Yeah, he's definitely thankful to be in the long intermission right now. I'm sure catching his breath, making sure he's getting his boys on the right page. Your goaltender sees everything throughout the game, so they need to be, kind of that unsung hero on the back end, not necessarily in regards to their play, but also with communication, letting the team know, letting the guys know, say, hey, we make these small differences. They can go a long way for us down the stretch.
So we'll let the Zamboni continue to do his thing, and then when you come back from that, we will have the 3rd period of play here from Hess Ice Rink. Wilmington 3, Carrick 2. You're watching PIHL High School Hockey on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
It's so convenient for them. We take them door to door. We help them get off and on the bus if they need to use the lifts.
I love the people, especially the senior citizens.
They care about us as much as we care about them.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as our LCAP Team of the Month for making the WPIAL semifinals and qualifying for the state championships, both for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington's Reese Bruckner as the January Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month, as the county's leading scorer, approaching the 1,000 career points mark as well. Lawrence County SportsNet is also proud to honor Laurel Wrestling's Casey Wilson as January's Male Athlete of the Month for getting his 100th career win on the mat and helping the Spartans to their first ever PIAA berth in program history. Congratulations and best of luck to Laurel's Casey Wilson and Wilmington's Reese Bruckner, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy
these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day.
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington's Reese Bruckner as the January Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month, as the county's leading scorer, approaching the 1,000 career points mark as well. Lawrence County SportsNet is also proud to honor Laurel Wrestling's Casey Wilson as January's Male Athlete of the Month for getting his 100th career win on the mat and helping the Spartans to their first ever PIHL berth in program history. Congratulations and best of luck to Laurel's Casey Wilson and Wilmington's Reese Bruckner, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands.
And welcome back. As we're moments away from the third period of action, Wilmington 3, Carrick 2. Wilmington currently occupying the 5 spot in the conference, Carrick the 6. Win or lose, these positions in the rankings will not change in the blue division, but still, it would be an opportunity for Wilmington to get some feel-good wins in this final month of the season.
Yeah, and you never know what's going to happen. You know, you want to try to get any amount of wins as possible. You've gotten to this point of the season, you might as well finish strong. See how the rest of the division does. You know, maybe you make a push, maybe you squeak in. You know, crazier things have happened. You just got to ride that wave and just hope that, you know, the cards fall in your favor.
So a reminder, earlier tonight, Trinity defeated Neshannock 6-5 in overtime. Trinity picked up the extra point, so they now have 29 points in the standings. Neshannock does move up a point to 35, but they're still in danger of either Burrow or Ringgold leapfrogging them if they do not get back into the win column. So Neshannock has lost 2 straight.
And that's not really that typical in Neshannock either, as we've seen over the years. They're pretty much, you know, one of those powerhouse, one of the more dominant teams. So for them to get back-to-back losses, that's kind of uncharacteristic of them.
Yeah, the Burrow was expected, but the Trinity one, losses happen, but just the way that was going down at first was shocking.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those games, you know, you take the first period away, you know, it's a completely different story. But, you know, given the fact that they came out as strong as they did, they controlled their own destiny.
Face-off controlled by Wilmington, and we're off and running with the third period of play. Up the wall, Jeffrey looking for the control, swung around by Max Hagan, held in by Rogers, looking to push a puck to the middle. Pitzer pops one on for Young. Behind the net as they play it off the bank of the end wall, controlled by Carrick. Up the wall, Pitzer handles for Wilmington. His shot hit a shin pad and goes into the corner. Hagan looking for the clear, held in by Alex Otto. And once again, we found out which Otto is which Otto in between periods. Nearly raced forward by Ryan Miller. Spinning deflection into the zone by Dmitry Valchev, and it has to be dove out by Patterson.
Yeah, I like that aggressive goaling by Patterson. You don't want any sort of opportunity down low if you know, from Carrick, especially with some of the bigger guys that they have. If they're able to get them to the front of the net, get them to the slot, you don't know what type of damage that they're capable of doing, so it's good on him to be able to get that freeze and trust his team to win this face-off here.
DiNardo has it, banks it off the dasher. McGrail gathers and has it again. He takes it behind his own net. Carrick on the forecheck, moves up right side. DiNardo turns on the Jets into the attacking zone. His shot save made by Richardson. At the point, Jacob Otto. McGrail off the circle, his shot wide. Just missed the near post. And back to neutral ice with Jacob Otto. Sidesteps between two defenders, and now he's into the zone. Looking to backhand a pass for Miller, can't do it. DiNardo right side. His shot hit a man in front. It was Miller. Then he tried to push the centering pass, goes through the crease. Palumbo at the left point. Carrick clears, it goes between the wickets of Palumbo, no icing. Patterson nearly in trouble there, as Simcox will be the first to it for Carrick. Banks it off a skate. DiNardo once more. Ethan Summers has it. Spins one in front, and it goes wide through the crease. Tomac at the point, Gurman. Shot floats into the opposite corner. Summers sends it down low. Campbell looking for it. Pressured by Max Hagan. Scrum behind the net, pushed to the half wall. In the middle, Campbell. Wanted to make a pass there, had no one home. Clearance goes back to neutral ice. Gurman sends it for Pitzer.
And I like that if you're Wilmington. Don't force that puck up and out of the zone. If you have the chance to keep it on your stick, try to get that rush, get everyone skating up the ice together, so then that way you're controlling the play as it develops.
Played over 3 minutes here in the third. Good move by Jacob Buckholtz, but he can't make another move past Gurman. Jeffrey backhands one into the zone. Patterson has it up against the side of the cage, and Valchef could not find anyone on that centering pass. Richardson paces one behind the net. Wilmington races back for it. Popovich sends one wide. Up in the middle, Popovich scores!
How many times have we seen it here tonight that they've been able to get to that slot and create chaos?
And Rogers was knocked down. He did a snow angel.
I didn't see what happened. I heard the whistle and looked up, so there might have been a little bit of extracurricular leading up to that, but it didn't seem like it was too harmful to him as he plays it off with a funny little gesture of the snowman, like you say, or the snow angel, rather.
So Popovich puts one into the G category as he had 2 assists today.
Yeah, and looks like we still have 5 skaters out for Carrick. So we had a conversation with the refs over at the Carrick bench. So there might have been a warning, or there may be an assessment as to if there's anything going to be dealt out at this point in time.
.339 played here in the third, and Wilmington finally gets that 2-goal advantage.
Oh, so we will get a 5-minute major resulting from that situation.
So it's Ethan Semenoff that will get the 5-minute major, so it's an opportunity to hop in the old Cordoba and get this one rolling. You want to. So an extended red zone power play coming up for Wilmington. 0 for 1 on their first try.
And this one will be huge, too, because with a 5-minute major, it doesn't wipe away with the score of a goal for the team on the power play.
Carrick wins the draw, sends it down. Here comes Jacob Otto, wearing 84, but he has a nameplate this time. DiNardo at the point for Otto, center point. Moves one down low. Young looking for a pass across the crease, and it ricochets out of the zone, and it's recovered by Otto. Winds through the neutral zone, has it on his backhand, floats one for a stop by Richardson. Controls it out high. DiNardo takes the shot and scores.
Otto looking like Gustav Nyquist, just running loose in the offensive end, just skating circles around. Once he finds that open man, it's just shots all day.
Evan DiNardo from the point gets a power play goal, and the timer will continue to run as it's aptly 4:12 remaining on the penalty.
The good old Pittsburgh area code. So yeah, 4:12 remaining on the power play. Like we said, the goal isn't going to erase this one with the 5-minute major. They'll continue to try to score at all costs on this.
So Wilmington now 3 up as they get their first power play goal of the day. Now they're looking for more. Gurman has it to the middle, gloved by Richardson, and then it's poked out of there. And here comes Carrick, set down on goal for Patterson off the chance from Dmitry Valchev. Ben McGrail has it. Motors his way to the middle and will turn back at the right point. Gurman tips one for Miller. Beckett Miller up top. Floats it all the way to the right side, and that's intercepted. Here comes Jeffrey. Sidewinding through a defender, and that's wide. As he nearly had another one for the highlight reel.
The way he was able to go back and forth between the defender just a couple of times there, just showing his finesse. And then showing the body there, getting back in the defensive end.
2 minutes in this power play against Ethan Semenoff, who picked up a 5-minute major. Patterson stops it, and now DiNardo will take it for Wilmington. Union area Scotty product playing for Wilmington. Puck back to neutral ice. Rogers is dumped by Miller, and then it's dumped down the length of the ice by Carrick. Jacob Otto controls. Goes through neutral ice. Takes one on goal, save made by Richardson, poked at the glove, but Richardson will hang on.
Otto with those wide, powerful strides, as you're just going to see him chop his way up the ice, almost like a Nathan McKinnon-style skater. You could hear his blade just digging into the ice, crunching as he's making his way and creating that space for himself.
He's automatic with it, and so much of this team's fortunes have changed when he finally suited up for the Greyhounds, and you have to wonder what a full season of the Otto brothers will do for Wilmington in the future. And another penalty upcoming as Patterson will go to the bench. Young has it, so a chance at a 5-on-3 coming up.
If I'm Wilmington, I give the puck up right away, so that way you're maximizing on the amount of 5-on-3 time.
DiNardo fires one off the glass, and they're not opting to go for that. At this point now, they're into the minor penalty side of this major, under 2 minutes in it. Otto working his way forward, shot it wide. And no touch-up on that try by Alexei Droschak. So it continues. That shot deflected in the slot. Rogers put it in, but the whistle came before the goal. But Wilmington will get that opportunity at a 5-on-3.
Yeah, it'll have about a minute 24 crossover here on the previous from the 5-minute major.
Chilly Monday night here at Hess Ice Rink. Jacob Walzer, James Dotson, Matt Flannery, and I'm Ty Polk. Glad to be with you here. Valchev sandwiched on the boards. McGrail has it. So 5-on-3 for Wilmington. They got plenty of time here. And they creep on a minute remaining in that 5-on-3 time. Somers puts one on goal, and it's redirected and a save made. Popovich had that, and now that looks to be an even up. Kraus, really smart play as he got Popovich out of his headspace, and that negates the 5-on-3. I guess, hey, good for him, considering that I used to teach at Steel Valley, so that's how it is. We get under your skin out there.
I mean, that's what you got to do with a gritty sport of hockey like this. You know, if you're able to get under the opposition's skin, get into their heads and make sure that they're playing a style of game that they're not too familiar with, not too comfortable with, you know, it's definitely going to bode well for you. But for Carrick, it may be a little bit too late given the amount of penalty time that they still have to face here with only 9-12 remaining in this contest at a 3-goal deficit.
So we got 51 seconds off the draw. Valchev shot, save made by Patterson, who shows quick hands there.
Golden Glove nominee, would you think?
Yes. Can he play third base?
Asking for the Pirates.
Well, Triolo is a good defensive player, so yeah, he could, but can he hit? That's the question. 38 seconds remaining in Seminoff's major, and then we'll go back to 5-on-4? Yeah. Miller has it. Cycles his way to the middle. He scores. Goes right to the paint and buries it on the backhand. And Wilmington has a 6th spot on the board at 6-2 with 8:43 remaining in the third.
To my understanding, so the 5-minute major penalty with 22 seconds should still remain. The 58 seconds should come off the clock, making this a 4-on-4 situation since Wilmington was up by 1 player, making it more of a power play situation.
Yep.
If it were even
4-on-3.
If it were 4-on-4 to begin with, typically you don't see that person come out of the box because it's still deemed as an even strength goal, even if there's penalties on the board.
So it's 4-on-3 play, and actually with that penalty, it's that penalty is over after that power play. So now we've gone to 4-on-4. It's a lot to keep in the old brain. And it's cold up here. Rogers has it over to Young in the slot. That was deflected and into the mesh.
That's just a good job of getting your stick in lane for the Carrick defenseman, trying not to give him an easy opportunity. Getting that puck up and out of play gives you time to kind of resettle and regroup right here.
Young on the face-off for Wilmington, and it's controlled by Carrick. Pitzer can't keep it in. Wilmington had the tag up, and now Young going in on the forecheck. Buchholz pressured. Left it behind him and now gets some space.
Carrick currently on the power play now with their guy out of the box.
Young has it shorthanded. Fire quelled as Perhac sends it up the wall. And it goes all the way down, no icing. Pitzer first to it. Backhander, save made by Patterson. Jones has it for Carrick. 35 seconds, that one off the bar and in.
A little bit of iron south on that shot as it just rips past Patterson.
And the man scoring is Dmitry Valachev as he's able to go bar down.
And the Wilmington defensemen and skaters, they're looking a little lackluster out there for the moment because I think they thought to believe that they were supposed to be an icing call on the play, and they're all kind of looking at the referee. But Carrick still plays on and does the right thing and keeps going until the whistle.
So a PPG for the PPS school.
And almost a follow-up opportunity to try to bring it within a 2-goal contest. Wouldn't that be something with 7.5 remaining? Because that's not that big of a hole to climb out with 2 goals.
We just seen it with Neshannock. No holes big enough here in PIHL hockey. It's the question of how much further are you willing to dig. If you're the team that made the hole for the other team to try to dig out of and how much you want to dig out of it. Puck got around Kraus. Tomac pressuring him. Campbell has it. On the backhand, looking for Tomac. That was deflected away from him. Miller controls for Carrick. 7:20 remaining in the third. Carrick trying to find a way back into this game. Shots 43-16 in favor of Wilmington. Jeffrey, one of the goal scorers, first to the puck. Gurman pressuring him. Switches one for Miller. That one hit something in front and then deflected away. Palumbo backhands it up the wall and taking a man as well, Miller. Tomac's shot, save made, and hung on to by Richardson.
Yeah, I wouldn't quite call that a reverse hit, but he was able to kind of get his 2 cents back with the impending hit that was upon him in that situation.
.6:48 remaining in the third.
When was the last time you seen 50 shots in a game from one team? Because it's not unrealistic that we'll see it here with Wilmington having 44.
I've seen it a few times in PIHL hockey. I've seen it a few times. Not often. I think the bigger question is, when was the last time you seen a Wilmington team with 50 shots in a PIHL game? Young was looking for the man and couldn't get the puck as well. Rogers for Popovich. That shot off the glass high. Young controls it for Wilmington. Anthony Popovich centers a pass in front. It's loose in the slot. They score. It's Young. 7 spot on. Extra point is good. 7-3 Wilmington.
Believes to be a hat trick currently for the man as Dotson waves his cap.
Yep. Take your hats and throw it. Brody Young picks up his third of the game and is likely on his way to MVP of the game and first star award.
I mean, he has my vote currently with that type of effort, that type of performance. You know, that's going to drive your team's success a long way if he keeps playing like that.
He also has 2 assists tonight, so yeah, 5-point night. I think that's easy. Where's the Staples easy button when you need it?
Yeah, no, I mean, unless there's some sort of miracle push by someone else on this Wilmington team or even the Carrick team, you know, something miraculous. I think that's all she wrote on half of the awards that we have to give out. It's just who do we want to give the pretty play to.
5:45 remaining here in the third. Save made by Richardson. Gurman at left point. Deflected. And moving up, looking for a chance, but unable to do it, is Austin Davis. Alex Otto pushes it up. Finn McGrail transfers his weight save made by Richardson. McGrail up against the boards. Miller cycles one up high. Gurman. Good keep in by Brayden Gurman and sends it back low. Beckett Miller trying to cycle past the defender. Does have it on his backhand. Soups one into the corner. A stick lost, and that'll be a penalty on Wilmington. And taking that penalty is Jacob Otto, as he'll be called for slashing.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit of extracurricular there on the attempt, trying to get the puck off him. It's a good hard fought play, but yeah, you got to be wary of those situations. You got 4.5 left here. You're up by 4, so not in the worst spot, but you don't want to put your team down anymore.
But it is fun to take the stick out of their hands like that. You got to admit that.
I mean, the old yard sales, you can't go wrong with them.
Anytime you manage to flip the stick out of their hands, you just go, oh wow. Remember the first time I got slashed, I looked down, I'm going like, is that legal? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I thought so. Gatos crashes up against the boards. Jeffrey has it. At the point, controlling Buckholz. That shot wide. Tomac wanted to pickle stab it up the boards, couldn't. Owen Gatos cycles it back. Jeffrey one more time. Good poke check by Pitzer. Josh Pitzer with the silky mitts of Jeffrey right there. Now reloading Carrick. Good finish by Palumbo. Up the boards, Kraus couldn't control it. Here comes Young. He's got 3, and he nearly got a 4th. Save made by Richardson.
It's not just me. You heard some iron on that, didn't you?
Might have kissed it just a little bit. Hagen's shot denied by Patterson as he gets some work. Miller behind the net, 3:16 remaining in the third. Hagen dumps it in, kicks off the skate of DiNardo, and then it hits a stanchion here in the old barn as ice rink and play is stopped.
Yeah, we'll get the ensuing face-off to the right of Patterson as Wilmington hits it out of their own defensive end, so we'll stay down low for them.
Puck dumped down and oh, I see. Carrick looking to add another to the total. On his horse, Henry Simcox, closed off by Miller. Gurman over for Otto, and now here's Finn McGrail. McGrail's shot, and it's blocked to the side by Richardson. Jacob Otto in the corner with McGrail. Hunter Perhack pushes around the boards, and a whistle.
Looks like we'll have some coincidentals there between. I didn't catch any numbers.
Young picks up the hat trick, and the assist going to Alex Rogers and Anthony Popovich. Popovich has a 4-point night with a goal and 3 assists, and Rogers has 3 assists on the night for Wilmington. So coincidental minors on the board as we stay on 5-on-5 play. Summers works his way in front, and then the rebound is jammed home by Ty Tomac.
If you're the Wilmington coaching staff, these are the things exactly what you want your team to be doing, even in a situation where you're now up by 5 goals in the dying minutes of this game. This is building good habits and building those good
and that's 50.
The
50 shots.
That's what Walter's trying to tell us. I can't think and talk at the same time, but no, we finally hit that 50 mark on the shot total. 5-goal deficit.
You need to stop being so hard on yourself. I can't do it either, but you want to know something? You guys still employ me. Pitzer can't keep it in at the left point. This Wilmington team, 4 seniors this year, so a lot of this team is coming back. The Ottos are coming back with an opportunity, and you're just wondering, what will 2026-27 be if this team is healthy? And a save made by Patterson as he robs Austin Davis blind.
Please don't copyright us, YouTube. What a save.
There is that big save you're looking for from Craig Patterson.
The flexibility that you have to possess to be able to do something like that, that makes my muscles hurt just watching that.
I tried to play in goal once. I am a positioning guy. I am not flexible. Young working his way to the middle. Puck in the slot. Pitzer shot blocked. There's your play of the game, folks. Patterson with that one.
Hey, you got to show the goalies some love sometimes, because without them, they're the backbone of the teams. Without them, it's not going to be possible.
Minute 16 remaining. Coming up after the conclusion of this game's regulation time, it's the Tri-County Principals Association post-game show. We'll have the Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game and the MVP Insurance MVP of the game as we wrap up here from Hess Ice Rink here in Lawrence County.
And we just had an ejection on the Wilmington Greyhounds. I believe I couldn't see the number on the jersey.
So we'll see if there's
Number 7,
extent.
Rogers.
So Rogers is gone, and we'll see if that has anything extra added to it. Usually that does mean something, so we'll have to check the suspension list later.
But it could also be we're already under a minute left in this contest.
Yeah, let's just wrap this up.
With a 5-goal difference, you're not going to be coming out of the penalty box.
Yeah, you want to make sure that everyone goes home without doing something illegal. I get it.
So
more illegal than what it is for a hockey game.
Yeah, so hopefully just a small formality, nothing over the top serious. Hopefully just a minor that would just go to the end of the game. So it's just time to go to the locker room for that gentleman.
Last minute of play here in the third as Wilmington handles their business here in the third period of play as they pick up 4 goals. Still some time to add another one. But after a 3-2 lead in the second period, they were finally able to get their offense going, all thanks to a 5-minute major on Semenov for Carrick, and they were able to get their offense going from there. Yeah, the Cougars did get one more goal back, but still, it was all Wilmington for the most part here in the third. Gato's looking for a goal. Palumbo, backhander, save made. Richardson, a battle in the crease, and another goal for the Greyhounds as they now put up 9. And the first one in the line, it is the man, the freshman Owen Gatos, picking up his 3rd of the season.
Like you said, there's still time for another one. You didn't think it was coming, but you spoke too soon.
So the Wilmington Greyhounds do pick up one more in this period. It's now 5 goals coming in the third. They ran off the rest of the time as we did reach the mercy rule. And that wraps up our game here from Hess Ice Rink. Wilmington 9, Carrick 3. Coming up next, the Tri-County Principals Association post-game report. And we'll give out some T-shirts as you've been watching PIHL High School Hockey on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help, and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion, but we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Back with you for a final wrap here from Hess Ice Rink as the Neshannock Lancers Neshannock lost to Trinity. Let's get this together. Wilmington picks up a 9-3 victory. I got Neshannock on the brain. Thanks, Dotson. Anyway, it's time to give out some shirts. And we'll start with the game's 3 stars first. Our third star of the game with 3 assists is Alex Rogers. Our second star of the game with a goal and 3 assists for 4 points is Anthony Popovich. And our first star and the MVP of the game is Brody Young, as he had a hat trick and 2 assists for 5 points. Young, a spectacular game here tonight. Wouldn't you say so, Matt?
Oh, I mean, by this whole Wilmington squad, I mean, you don't put up a 9 spot without a, good team effort by everyone. You had a few good individuals with a good handful of points each, in each of their pockets, but again, it's a full team effort out here on the ice, and, congrats to this team for the stellar performance that they were able to put on.
All right, Matt, now let's put on MVP Insurance MVP of the Game award screen. And there you go. It's the man himself, the first star, Brody Young. As we mentioned, 3 goals, 5 points on the night. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor him as tonight's MVP of the game. He will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Brody Young of Wilmington for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win. And now it's time for our Play of the Game award. So much that we have to give here tonight. Let's just give one out here for Anthony Popovich and his spectacular